All right. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Eagle Eye Farm. We wanted to show you our little boy here. So he is now 1 week, 2 weeks, 2 weeks old, right? Yeah. He just over 2 weeks old. Is that right?
I think wasn't it last weekend?
Huh.
Or
Correct. He is just 1 week old. He's 1 week old, and look at that. He's getting milk from his mama. Okay. So he's 8 days old today, and so he does still need a little bit of splinting of that left front leg. We'll do that later today. So that's how come we're keeping him in this more smaller space. So he's not out with the others because we don't want him running around until that front leg is nice and straight. But his mama is taking really good care of him. Do you see him licking his lips there? She's going to come back and get more. He's going to come back and get more. Interesting. I want to show you guys this. This right here, this is baby poop, okay? So it is, we call that golden poop. And what that is that his mama's milk is very, very rich. And so whenever it comes out of him, it just kind of looks golden versus regular alpaca poop is like a dark brown, just like you would expect poop to look like. So he's doing awesome. We're going to get those legs corrected and he's going to grow. So this is Mama. Mama's name is Brooklyn. Okay, she can see. She will get sheared next week. We're doing shearing here on the 15th of May. So she'll get sheared that day. But we have decided we're going to name this little boy Brewster. So Brewster is a city within New York State, and that's what we decided we were going to name him. B after his mom, a city or an area of New York, just like his mom. So in homage to his mom, his name is Brewster. We think that that's cute. We think it's very fitting for him. She is, we can see, a very protective mom. She's a good mom. He continues to gain weight. Whenever he's not wearing his splints, he gains more weight. So that's how come we're going to give him a little bit of time, making sure that he gets enough to eat. So alpacas, the gestation is about 11 and a half months. They give birth generally during the day because they do not lick their animals dry. So that's exactly what happened with this little one. He came into this world right around 9:30 in the morning on a Sunday morning. It was an overcast morning, and it was actually we had rain later on that afternoon and the next day. And so he's been doing a great job, and so he will get a friend coming up in the next couple of weeks, which is fun and exciting. We have, I think, 12 or 13 more alpacas that are due here, so he'll definitely get a friend. But isn't he just adorable? He is so cute. He's cute and he's friendly, so I'm excited for his future here. So we don't allow people in with the alpacas for about the first 30 days because alpacas are born with no immunity. They get their immunity from their mamas, and so that's why it's really important to make sure that he's eating because mama passes the antibodies from her to him through her milk. So, beautiful week this week here in western Wisconsin. It's supposed to be in the 70s, nice and sunny this whole week. We have any questions?
No. There's just some comments about her haircut.
Yep, so her hair is completely and totally normal, right? She can see, obviously she can see us, she can see him. We will cut some of that fleece around her face whenever we do shearing, which like I said, is next week. But she has very full coverage on her face. His dad, so Brooklyn had summer camp last year. She went to Colorado. She spent the summer at Xanadu Alpaca Ranch and came back with a baby in her belly. Her baby daddy, or Brewster's baby daddy, is this guy named Xanadu Pickatani. And Pickatani, I believe that Brewster here is the first baby from Pickatani. Pickatani is a judge's choice, which means that he was chosen to be the best male at the shows that he went to, which is awesome. So I have really high hopes for this little one. Look at the way he's sitting. He sits like a king, doesn't he? Brewster the King. King Brewster. You are one studly looking boy. I am so excited to see what you grow into. So he's a white boy. I will say that I was kind of hoping that we didn't have white, but it is what it is. No reason for that in particular, just other than I kind of like alpacas that have a little bit of color in them. It's all just a matter of preference.
Lindsay asked if he will stay white.
Yes, he'll stay white. The color that they're born is the color that they stay for the most part. So for sure he'll stay white. But yeah, I have high hopes for him. Hoping that he'll be certainly a really good male, be able to produce us some great babies and some great fiber.
How old is he?
So he's 8 days old now. So like I said, we do have shearing next week. So what we do for shearing is we take all of that fleece, we shear it off. We send it to a mill in Iowa and they turn it into yarn for us. So alpacas are the most sustainable animals. You actually have to shear them. If you don't, they can die from heat exhaustion because that fleece that they have is very, very, very warm. Very warm. So right now, this is about as thick as you're going to see this fleece because they only have just over 9 days, eight to 9 more days, and then it'll all get sheared off. And they'll all be super excited.
Someone asked if you keep all the males.
We do not keep all the males. We don't keep all of our alpacas, no matter if they're males or females. We wouldn't have room for them, right? So we decide which ones we want to keep in our program, and then we sell the rest. So most likely, this male will be for sale. He's an awesome looking male. It's just as we had last year, I think 5 white males born. The year before that, we had a few white males. So we kind of have an abundance of white males here at Eagle Eye Farm. We need to thin the herd just a little bit.
So someone asked if he knows how to speak, like if baby alpacas can speak.
Oh yeah, he like immediately. If you go back and look at some of our previous videos, we've actually posted a fair number of videos about this little boy. He speaks back to his mom. I mean, not like back talk, but he talks to his mom and lets her know that he's there, and she talks to him. She tells him when to eat. She makes sure that he's doing all the things that he needs to be doing, like pooping and stuff. So she's a really good mom. But yeah, they talk back and forth all the time. So you should go back and watch some of those videos. It's kind of fun. See them talking back and forth. So she talks to him and then he responds. Isn't he adorable? I think that whenever they come to shear next week, I'll probably have them shear this little boy as well. It's just as important to make sure that that they get some of that fleece off. That first fleece is kind of like Velcro, and so it's going to attract all sorts of material within it. So we'll go ahead and shear that off.
Oh, but I guess she meant to say spit, not speak.
Oh, spit? Oh, you know what? Here's the thing. Alpacas in general are not huge spitters. I'm not going to say that none of them do because that would be a lie. You know, the biggest spitter that we have is right over here. Her name is Wild. And so Wild is a big time spitter. But for the most part, if they spit, they're spitting at each other. They're not spitting at people. So, I mean, it's more llamas that spit. But alpacas definitely can. But no, he hasn't spit yet. I guess we haven't made him mad enough.
Someone wants to see more of the mom.
She's beautiful, isn't she? Her name is Brooklyn. Brooklyn is the mom.
How often do they get sheared?
Once a year. Once a year. We always shear here in western Wisconsin in May. We got to make sure that they get enough regrowth before winter comes, but we want to make sure that we've gone through our last really, really cold snap. And so I feel comfortable that we're done with the cold snap, but yet not at a place where we're early enough in the year where make sure that they'll be able to get enough of the regrowth so that they'll be nice and warm for next winter.
And then some people, I think, came in late and they want to know his name.
Okay, so this little boy right here, his mama is Brooklyn, and we're going to call him Brewster. So Brewster is a city within New York, and we chose that because it starts with B, just like his mama. And Brooklyn obviously is part of New York, and so we wanted to pay homage to that. We thought Brewster was cute. We considered many other names like Bronx. There were a bunch of other cities that we considered, but we really like Brewster. We think it's fun. We think it's playful. So I think that really fits him well. So Brewster is his name. He has had his front legs splinted because they were what we call windswept, meaning that they weren't quite straight. I think we're going to splint probably one more time today, this afternoon. After we splint them, we'll take it off and take a look and see what it looks like tomorrow. But it will probably be able to be taken off tomorrow and be done with the splints. He gains weight a little bit better whenever we don't have the splints on, so that's how come we're giving him a little bit of time. Earlier in the live, he did drink from his mama. That's really important. So for the first milk that they get is called the colostrum, and that's where they transfer a lot of the immunity from the mom to the baby. And it takes about 30 days for the baby to get some of that immunity. He's gaining weight. He's being a champ. So we look for them to gain right around 0.4 pounds a day, and that's right where he's at. If we average it out, that's where he's at, about 0.4 pounds a day. Like I said, he gains a little bit more weight when we have those splints off. When we put the splints on, he doesn't gain quite as much weight. So we're giving him a little bit of time today to just make sure that he gets enough to drink, and then we'll put those splints back on in a little bit. He gains his weight solely from drinking from mama. So mama has nice milk. The milk that they get from mama, they are sippers and not gulpers. So you'll see them drink quite a bit of drink the milk from mama quite a few times throughout the day. So it's not like they take long, drawn out drinks. They just take, little short drinks. If you didn't hear, the gestation for alpacas is about 11 and a half months. Although some alpacas have been known to go up to 400 days of gestation. Can you imagine that? That's like 1 year plus 2 months. So that's like 14 months of gestation. Or 1.5 months of gestation. So 13 to 14 months of gestation. I can't imagine that, honestly. So 11 and a half months is the average.
So Otis sent a gift, and then someone
Thank you, Otis.
asked where we're located.
Oh, so we're in western Wisconsin. So let's talk a little bit about our farm. So this is Eagle Eye Farm. We're in western Wisconsin. We have around 100 animals here. So we have a bunch of alpacas. We have one super studly llama. His name is Taz. We have 3 mini Highland cattle. We have Barney, we have Wilma, and we have Betty. We just most recently got peacocks. And we have peacock eggs, which are incubating underneath of one of our chickens. Her name is Lemonade. So Lemonade is a broody chicken, meaning she's interested in having her babies, but we don't have any rooster chickens here. So we have chickens, obviously. We also have Kuni pigs. We have tiny goats. We have Valais black-nosed sheep, which are the world's cutest sheep. We have bunnies, English Angora bunnies. We have porcupines, and we have kangaroos. So we're open 7 days a week. We're open from 10 to 4 every single day. You don't have to have a reservation to come. We do tons on social media, so if you just want to follow us on social media, that would be great. If you want to come for a visit, even better. We also are running a bunch of summer camps. So we offer summer camps for kids ages 3 to 5, as well as for ages 5 to 8, 8 to 10, 10 to 15, and then everybody 16 and older can actually come to camp for a day as well. Find out what it's like to be here at the farm. So if you want to come hang out for a half day or a day, that would be great. Come to summer camp. We have plenty of options. Those are all available on our website at eagleeyefarm.net. We'd love to have you here. Or if you just want to come for an hour or two, come for a tour. All right. Well, thanks everybody for coming to the live. Let us know if you have any questions. We'll be sure to show you more videos of Brewster. He's an awesome little boy. And thank you everybody for all your support.